I'm Ania, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I have just seen the movie Wonka that came out this year around Christmas time with Timothy Chalamet and Hugh Grant that's in this movie. I have seen the one with Gene Wilder. Um, Please forgive me if I butcher names. I suck at pronouncing things. And then I have also seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, which is my favorite. I love that movie so much. Johnny Depp did amazing in that role, as he always does. Oh my gosh, but that's not the point of this video, so let me just get to what we're talking about. So going into this, I was really, really scared because, where I was not scared, but I was kind of cautious because remakes can go one of two ways, especially like prequels or stuff like that. It can, like, if it doesn't go along with the plot, if it's like a dumb plot, you know what I mean? Like, I was really hesitant with it because the clips that I saw on TikTok didn't give me much hope because the expressions that we got from Timothy Chalamet from the TikToks, to me, I was like, oh, there's no energy here. There's no, like, I need something. Like, Johnny Depp, like, he, gave his heart. I need, I need emotion. I need a reason to watch this. However, I went to go watch it, and I was pleasantly surprised. This movie is really a heartwarming, magical movie. Like, it really brings back, to me, the Disney magic, which I haven't seen in such a long time with Disney films. When it comes to like live action ones and stuff like that, or like one that's newer, I should say. I'm not talking about their animation films. I'm just talking about like remakes and stuff like that. This is kind of a musical, so we do see there's a bunch of musical numbers in this. It's not to the point, but what I liked about this movie is that it's not a musical to where it's like every turn, every step, there's a new song. It's not like that. It continues the plot. It feels perfectly along with the movie, in my opinion. Again, all this is my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it however you want to take it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie. I mean, I am still, of course, biased a little bit towards Johnny Depp. I think Timothy Chalamet did an amazing job in this movie, but he's no Johnny Depp. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just not. I'm reading my notes on my iPad. If you look, asking why I'm looking down. However, I laughed all the time. Like, this isn't like there's sometimes in movies where they make jokes and it doesn't land. There's some things in the movie that is not funny that comes with the movie. But I laughed during this movie. I cried in this movie. I loved how Willy Wonka seemed more human, if that makes any sense. He didn't seem like this guy that lives up on a hill that nobody goes to visit like he does in the other ones. Like, he doesn't seem like that awkward. We do learn, spoilers in this, by the way, we do learn that why he is so detailed on reading the fine print, because it got him in a lot of trouble in this movie. I love Noodle. I don't know if I've said that yet or not, but I love Noodle, or her, I don't know what her actual name is. I kind of forgot about it. But the girl who plays Noodle, fantastic job. I cannot wait to see more movies with her in it because I loved seeing her. I fell in love with her character. And her song with Willy Wonka with the giraffe. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll know when you see it. Here's a picture of like that scene. I kind of figured from the beginning, after I've seen Noodle, though, that she was going to be, obviously she's a main character, so she's important, but I kind of felt like whenever we saw the ring on her necklace that said an N, I'm not going to spoil that part, but it said an N on it, I kind of figured that she was related to one of the guys at the top. I didn't know which one. I just kind of knew that in some way, shape, or form, she was very, very important, and the fact that she was treated kind of like a maid or a servant was very important. I love the fact that this movie ends in a happy ending. Like, it's not left, it kind of is left open-ended. No, I shouldn't even say that. It's not left open-ended. We kind of already know what happens because of the other movies, but it's left just enough to where we see him start up the chocolate factory, where we see him with Hugh Grant playing as the Oompa Loompa in this movie, and seeing how he is important in all of this. And I like the fact that they are more like business partners than Willy Wonka than Willy Wonka's like workers, if that makes any sense. Um, what else is this? I love the fact that the reason Willy Wonka makes chocolate and makes all these magical creations is because of his mother. Like, them adding that in, and how the fact that he came from poverty, he came from like only getting one bar a year, and it was the best bar, and he promised this to his mother, and then his mom shows up at the end, and I was boohoo crying. I was like, I'm just like, when I watch movies, I cry. I'm just like, I'm getting teared up just thinking about it. The plot of this movie, everything was just like, you never knew what was coming. Like, you had an idea on some things, but at the same time, some things took me for like a turn. Like, I was not expecting flamingos. Just like everything that this movie does. Like, everybody's obsessed with chocolate, of course, like the importance of chocolate, the monopoly of chocolate that we see with the three people that are all working together, like, and like how all these characters that we see working as servant for the wishwashy lady, because I can't remember her name, which, by the way, they had some funny scenes in there with her and the dude that's like, he kind of, okay, this dude, tell me he doesn't look like Pete from Mickey Mouse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he looks very much like that. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Um that might be rude of me to say, but let me just be honest, that's what he reminds me of. Um let's see, what else did I write in here? I really do think this is a great family movie. It's a clean movie. It's just like when I tell you this movie brought the magic of like all of his creations, you were just kind of left wondering, like, what is he gonna do next? What's gonna happen next? Uh, and how all these, you wanted to. I wish I knew more of the stories of these side characters. Just personal thing. I like that the fact that we get to know a little bit like how they got into the situation they got into. They didn't read the fine print. I love the uh, Scrub Scrub song. I love that song. They had some bangers in this musical movie. Um, and I love how Noodle's relationship with Wonka progresses. It's not that she trusts him automatically. There's a progression there that we see there, and it's not um like I got so mad whenever they put her in the coop. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to hit y'all so bad. Like, oh my goodness. And the fact that in the end, like I said, there's spoilers in this. When she sees her mom, it's a happy ever after. I love the fact that she gets back with her mom, who's a bookworm, like a woman after my own heart. Like, my library's over there, and I love reading books. Okay, um, I know I'm kind of rambling through this review, but this is my review. Okay, if you don't like it, you can go look at other channels. Okay, but if you do like it, you can hit subscribe and like. Let me see if was there anything else. Um, yeah, I like I said briefly, or pretty much a lot, this movie really brought back the wonder and the magic, and I don't know, everything you kind of miss from Disney. Like, we had the songs, we had the visuals. Oh, the visuals! I haven't even talked about that. The visuals, the chocolate tree, the his first rendition um of his Charlie Chocolate Factory, how it's on that like little plaza like area, how it's so magical, how some things don't, like, of course everything doesn't go perfectly, how we see what's the name of the dude? Mr. Bean is where I know him from. This dude, I love him. Okay, I really love him in everything he plays. And this movie we actually got to hear him talk. Okay, I know that's kind of rude. Forgive me. There's a lot of movies like Mr. Bean where he doesn't talk very much. And that's kind of where I know him from. That's where he's imprinted on my brain from. I really wish Wonka had come out, like the candy company had come out with all the things we see on TV. Like, that would have been such a good marketing strategy. And I hate the fact that all we got was like some hat gummies. Oh, by the way, I want his hat. I want his hat. His hat really reminds me. I'm gonna look crazy editing this if they're not even close, but it kind of reminds me of Mad Hatter's hat. Um, but there's I all I will say is this: if you haven't seen Wonka, go watch Wonka. It's worth a watch. I would watch it again, honestly. Um, which I might do on this channel, like a watch of it later on after it's not so fresh on my mind, and see if my opinions change at all. But anyway, long story short, that's my review of this movie. I really give it a 5 out of 5 for me. I really loved this movie. Oh, I like the fact that there's like at the end of the movie, we get kind of our own Oompa Loompa song. I loved seeing Oompa Loompa. I loved seeing how Hugh Grant became a role into this. I loved the jokes that Hugh Grant made. I loved that. I loved, like this movie wasn't, like, they didn't take it seriously. They made it fun. They made it exciting. They made it, unique. But let me tell you, if they sell a Willy Wonka chocolate statue from that scene, I will buy it. Okay, that is just so beautiful. It really reminds me of a cherry blossom tree, but I love that tree. I think that's everything. I really do think that's everything. So, if without further ado, that is the end of this video. If you would like to hear more of my reviews, um, maybe some that are a little bit more critiquey would be fine too. Let me know if there's any other movies you want me to talk about. And I think that's everything. So thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oops. Bye.